And do you think, I mean, they are threatening us with another medical crisis. Do you
Ah,
think we are going to be better prepared and we're going to react better this time around?
yeah, because people started questioning a lot after this happened. So if it shows up again, those people with a question from the last one are going to be in the front to question this one as well. I would stay away from it. I think if you want me to guess what they'll do to scare us, remember, if you're in fear, you give up your power. That's the game, okay? They need to scare us. Last time was COVID. I think it might be flying saucers. I
Yeah,
think
could
that
be. Yeah.
because the US military has them. They created them from reverse engineering for military. They don't give a damn for the people. But if you want to scare people, throw some flying saucers up in the sky and tell them the aliens are here, and you're going to see everybody go, ah, give what
Mm.
government, take care of me. And then it's like you lost again.
Yeah.
Nope,
I heard about
friendly skies.
scenarios. Yeah.
If there's a flying saucer that came here, they have much more intelligence than we have. So I wouldn't fear them. I would welcome them and say, teach us because you're ahead of us.
Yeah. Many, many years ago, you met Yanis before he became famous. Do you think he was aware that his music, the frequency he was using, will influence people?
Well, I'll tell you what. I found him, and he was getting a PhD in psychology at the University of Minnesota. And I heard him play music. I said, "Why waste your time with a PhD? You play this music that's more better than any PhD." And he said, "Because if I play music, my father won't support me." I happen to have some money at the time from my father's will, and I said, "I will support you." And I took him out of school. And I bought him instruments and I gave him the freedom to write music and we put a show on. And the first show we did was 1979. There was no class of music in the record store that said New Age music. It wasn't there yet, okay? And for very quick for fun, because we called the show Laser Symphony because there were lasers, okay? And Yanni playing the New Age music, which wasn't, nobody knew New Age music then. And I was a professor at the University of Wisconsin. So in the city of Madison, where the university is, they had a brand new civic center. And because I was a faculty member, they gave me a good deal. I rented the theater for a show, and it was called Laser Symphony. Interesting part, when the night of the show, in the lobby, there were all these older people all dressed up, ties, and they thought it was a symphony. The other half of the lobby were all these kids with leather and piercing and all kinds of stuff because it was advertised on a rock and roll station. And so in the lobby, they're looking at each other. The young people are looking at the older people, thinking, "What are you doing here?" The older people are looking at the young people, "What are you doing here?" But when Yanni played the music, it connected symphony and rock, which was New Age. And both those audiences thought it was the greatest thing they've ever seen. It was the introduction of New Age, and that's what got Yanni off of the ground, off the
Yeah.
ground.
He was unique at that time. I know I listened to him. I still have his CDs after so many years. Amazing music.
Yeah. Well, the
Mhm.
first one is called Opti Mystique, and that was the music from the show that I produce with Yanni, and that took him from "Who's Yanni" to "Where's Yanni," and then more people signed on to see him.
Mm. Bruce, I really appreciate your time. We are approaching the end of the interview. Any final thoughts?
Yeah. Thought, people out there, I want you to listen to this podcast. I want you to listen to all of his podcasts because it's time for new knowledge. The knowledge we've been operating from is self-destruction. Then we're seeing it live. You just have to you watch the news, surf the web, look out your window, and you see the whole world is crazy. And that's because it doesn't work. And that we're going to create a new civilization. But to create that, you need knowledge. Knowledge is power. And this podcast with my dear friend Claudiu over here is a source of new knowledge. I highly recommend stick with the podcast, take the knowledge in, because it's time for us to change our beliefs. We're not victims, we are creators. And the difference between victim and creation, knowledge. And so I hope that you stick with these podcasts because it's the knowledge that will help you evolve into a better world that we're looking forward to.
Thank you very much for your wise words, for the encouragement, and for everything you do in the world. You are a beacon of light along with your friends. You are traveling with them all over
Yeah,
the place, Greg and sometimes Joe and Lynn McTaggart, which I interviewed several months ago. It was a
yeah.
pleasure as well.
You're a friend of mine. Yes.
So once again, much love. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And let's thank our dear audience. You and I should thank our audience because they're the ones that we're really trying to say, look, you are more powerful than you think you are. And if you understand your power, the world will change. So keep your eyes and your mind open. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank
And
you
to
very
my
much.
viewers, thank you for watching. Share it, leave a comment. See more episodes at spiritualinspired.ca. And until next time, love and gratitude.